this Nongshim lineup is just so well synergized. Everybody has an amazing ult that can really take advantage of the Dolia Celestial Melody. They have a lot of damage. They have a very balanced lineup, dare I say. This is a good one.
I think the key refresh targets here will definitely be onto these two members here. Nuwa on the double Annihilation and also Neza on the double Skyfall to push the enemy back into the arms of Nongshim RedForce. And if it's a poking strategy, you will be refreshing the Flaming Palms on towards the long here. Those are the potential targets for this Dolia here, but that's just me yapping. I'll pass the stage to you guys so you can break it down to me in game what exactly is going to happen between Nongshim RedForce and Vesakha in this game number 1.
Oh man, I was waiting for you to stop yapping, Saki. Thank you. We got to that point here. But we're going to be in 4th matchup. Game number 1, Vesakha Esports going up against Nongshim RedForce. Everything at stake in this upper bracket.
Everything is at stake. I mean, obviously not tournament live yet, but whoever loses this one is going to be one step closer to being going sent home, right? And neither of these teams, as we get started into day number 1 of this KIC 2025, want to be thinking of their prospects of going home.
Yeah, and I mean, look, losing twice and you're out? I mean, that has got to be the hardest thing going into this one, right? Everything, for me, it's like, if you lose that one, oh my god, everything is at stake.
Exactly. I mean, how many opportunities in life do you get 2 choices, right? Because I mean, if you tell your wife she got bad cooking, it's one time.
Oh, they find him, and Raven not able to leap away, and Jun Young is going to take a lot of damage as well, and it looks like First Blood is going to go the way of Nongshim.
Hey, this is another bit, I feel called out. I feel called out, because I said that Faye may be the victim of First Blood here on the Dolia, but he's just proved me wrong.
Yeah, proved him wrong. And Raven committed the flash as well, tried to just get to safety. Not able to get away, not a great start, but it's only 200 gold at this stage.
Only 200 gold, but you can see here, obviously, Haku just use an illusion to kind of just give over a little bit more of an aid to quicken up the pace and the tempo of that movement speed, and obviously the jungle clear. Yeah,
Nongshim are looking to be aggressive, though. I mean, if you're looking at the fact that, like, hey, Siri's not even in the bottom lane, he's going to make his way there. They were trying to go for a potential ambush to deal with Nev on this Yangjian, which could be a potential issue.
It could be an issue here for the side of Nongshim RedForce, right? Obviously, that dive into the back line, obviously, he's now level 4, so obviously trying to proc that God mode that he has and obviously get the resistance, so being able to kind of just take a lot more damage but then heal himself with that ultimate could be a means of destruction here for the side of Nongshim RedForce.
Oh, they're gonna go. Kyung9 goes with a Storm Strike, and Ball did not really like that one, didn't do too much in return, but now that he sees Haku, he's like, alright, I'll back off now.
I mean, do you not like a mace to the face every now and then? No, that's just probably me then.
To be honest, I've never experienced it, so I don't really know if it's great, but I mean, just judging from afar, I'm going to rate it about a 1 out of 5.
A 1 out of 5. That means there's some enjoyment from it, but anyway, we'll get back into the action.
I'll take it. I'll try it at least once.
Yeah, okay, we've got 19 days here. We can do it, okay? But at the same time, let's get back into the game here. Right about a 300, 400 gold lead here for the side of Nongshim RedForce. You're kind of seeing a lot more kind of fluid kind of rotations here that's really putting that pressure known onto the gorge.
Yeah, and again, it's all about Haku still. When those rotations are happening, and he's sticking around with Illusion, who's kind of expediting the farm process.
Yeah, exactly. Just kind of like funneling it over to Haku. I mean, he needs to try and either get a lead against Nev's Yangjian so he can have a little bit of advantage, but XP-wise, Nev is ahead ever so slightly.
Ever so slightly, but you'll take any sort of edge. I mean, it's 3 minutes in, not the end of the world. Of course, you'll have that opportunity later, but it's all eyes right now. Haku, Nev, those are the guys. Who's going to get more farm?
Yeah, this could be trouble, right? If either of these jungles fall before this 4-minute mark, I mean, especially around about 30 seconds left, that Tyrant could be a free ride for the side of Vesakha Esports, because you can see they clearly got the domination down the bot side of the map here, the Spirit Wolves.
Oh, Siri did not want to use the Infinite Vastness, playing it to the edge, and I mean, he's taking a lot of damage from those Wolves as well, but he did not want to hit that trigger, realizing that he would be way more vulnerable later.
Yeah, that's the one thing about Lung, right? Obviously, just taking that damage from the Spirit Wolves, you don't have to be anywhere near him, right? But again, top side of the map here.
Yeah, a little bit more damage. Oh, they push away, but the truth, Ball actually counters it, but Kyung9 under the tower. He's going to be chased. Kyung9 chasing him down to the ends of the earth. Got the Storm Strike doing a little bit of work, but he's not going to do enough. Kyung9 just scaring him more than anything else.
Yeah, just letting those minions or 2 damage to the turret, right? But at the same time, Vesakha is able to get that big objective down to the bot side of the map. Is going to be a bit of a saving grace here in terms of the lack of gold lead they have.
Smart there by Vesakha. They saw that Haku was in that top lane, trying to go for the gank for Ball. This opens things up for that Tyrant, which is pretty much essentially open because you know that you have the smite advantage.
Yeah, but looking at that gold graph there we see there, you can see that obviously Haku is definitely had that enhanced farming from the help of Illusion here, because he's ahead around about 400 gold. which is probably a bit like a T1 item, as you can see, but defense is going to be the means of a great team fight here for Nongshim RedForce.
And look at this, Vesakha can't even get back into the mid lane. Kyung9 is waiting around, and Jun Young, his spider senses are tinkling. He knows something is astray.
He's like, somebody's around here. I need some help. Can you give me some hints? But they're just stuck in this bush here. You can see Kyung9 just waiting in the wings here. They're trying to get that next kill onto the side of Nongshim so they can maybe potentially go and prioritize the Overlord here, but we are seeing a big priority down to the bot side of the map for Vesakha Esports.
Oh, they're looking to go for this one. Haku finding that there are 3 members. That's quite a bit, but they actually find it. The Annihilation actually does a little bit of work on the ball, who truths him out of that. The Unending Sorrow, Haku still continuing to fight. 1 versus 4, he does get the pick up on the Bao, and Haku on the Nizza has just been a menace.
Absolute menace here. This is what I mean, like, if they have the defense, and obviously you saw that the Blazing Cape had been built, so that damage over time from the passive of that item, he's just going to kind of burn away at Ball, and when he's low health, he's already under a lot of stress.
Yeah, definitely a lot of stress on this one, but Siri taking the stress, all of that out on the top T1, taking that one down, and Vesakha, the map is getting a little bit smaller, not the end of the world, but still not in a great spot.
Yeah, I mean, they've committed so much down to the bot side of the map, but they haven't got any result yet, right? Like, obviously, they haven't got that T1 down there. There's a potential, obviously, defending this Azure Golem, because I know that Faye and Kyung9's nearby, able to claim that up themselves, but a bit of a dive here onto Jungyoung.
Yeah, Kyung9 just waiting for anybody to walk around, and he does again. He's doing the mace to the face thing to everyone who just walks nearby, and Vesakha eating this one up. And yeah, you have a little bit of sustain with this Yuan, Jungyoung, but still, you got to be careful. Somebody has to be face checking the brush.
Yeah, Kyung9's like one of those annoying bullies at school, right? They think everyone likes to be bullied, but they don't.
Yeah, nobody likes to be bullied, okay? And if you are getting bullied, you should get some help out there, seriously, in that sense. Don't let them do it to you. But Nongshim, on the other hand, they are doing a good job of protecting their jungle, though.
They're doing what they failed to do in the early games of Season 3 Invitational, right? That was the biggest criticism that we had at Nongshim RedForce all the way back then, was the fact that their macro game wasn't great. But you can already see here that they're not taking huge team fights and just making sure that their presence is known across the gorge, putting pressure into these side lanes before Vesakha's even got that T1 down to the bot side.
It looks like they've cleaned things up. Their gameplay has definitely been a little bit different in that sense.
Yeah.
The early game has not been their forte at times, and Nongshim have definitely done a much better job against Vesakha here.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at their draft as well, I mean, late game definitely favors them as well. Obviously, with the Lung and the Nua, they're going to get online, they're going to do a lot more damage.
Yeah, definitely a lot, but Kyung9 eating it of quite a bit with damage on that one, with that Ocean of Tears, though. But Ball, no, he's got to be chased away. Siri is starting to do some work.
Yeah, I feel like Siri's spider senses was tinkling there, right? You saw that Gen Myth was trying to rotate into the mid lane, down to the bot side of the map there, so that could have been the catch out and maybe the bait here.
Yeah, no, Azure Golem, this is going to be the big contest here in terms of how they want to go for this. Everybody from Nongshim, it doesn't look like they want to commit because they see 5 members of Vesakha, they're like, all right, it's really not worth it.
5 members and one's taller than a tower. It's crazy. Like, I would walk away of that fight any day, but it's obviously playing to the strength of Vesakha Esports as well. Like, they are actually commendably not that far behind in terms of gold.
Yeah, they're sticking around, which is all you want to be. I mean, yeah, you're losing some of those T1s have gone down, but the bottom T1 is very low. You can equalize it very easily.
I mean, Raven's doing a good job at obviously maintaining that lead in the gold into the bot side of the map as well, right? Like, he's ahead of Siri, and if they maintain that for Raven on this Chano, their late game could be scary too.
Yeah, and it's just a matter of time. I mean, when you have a Yangjian on your team, I think that you're always kind of in it, right? You always have that potential to be able to just turn it up with that damage. And now Vesakha taking the fight to Nongshim. They're looking to take this bottom T1 down.
Yes, and they do. They get the T1 top side of the map here onto the side of Vesakha Esports, and maybe even opening up this Overlord, right? I mean, they've got the pressure, the minion waves is in their favor. 2 back-to-back neutral objectives here, helping themselves to that Crimson Golem. Just giving it over to Raven's going to mean that damage is coming online a little bit quicker.
Yeah, Vesakha looking very clean themselves. Taking the top T1 and then just using all of those people into that Overlord, taking things away. Objective to objective. Everything is very efficient with their movements.
Yeah, playing very well to these timers onto the side of Vesakha Esports. Definitely showing that even if you are an open series team, you can still play this game to the same level as the pros like Nongshim RedForce.
Yeah. Actually, just the quality of play has been quite high. Vesakha really taking it to them. They're still within arm's reach of Nongshim. This is anyone's game at this point.
Oh, yeah, exactly. I mean, both got late game insurance. It's not like kind of Vesakha Esports Straps falls off within the mid to late game, right?
Yeah, a lot of opportunities in that sense. But Kyung9 and Ball, both of these two guys have been just dueling in the top lane, but here come friends from both sides. It looks like Vesakha have joined with all 5 members. Kyung9 will take his, Phoenix, or the Pheasant, and he will make his way on out.
That's it. He's taking his leave. He's like, you know what, guys? I got what I came for here. It's probably not the biggest objective, but it's still going to try and get us that ever so slight lead that we have in terms of the goal. But we're getting slowly to that 10-minute mark. And if anything's been proven today to those watching at home and here in Manila is that 10 minutes is feisty.
Yeah, it's going to be feisty for sure. And look at the bottom T1 just went down. Net worth neck and neck. This is a perfect situation for Vesakha. Understanding the situation of the game, it's about the objectives and being able to come back into it.
Yeah, obviously using that emergency there just to get a little bit
but
of
there's Skyfall, he goes to the back line. He's going to actually use his passes to stay alive. Gen Myth is there. Haku is still diving in. He does get the pickup, finds Raven, chases him down to the ends of the earth, but Haku's still skirmishing with 3, and now Kyung9 is going to be there, and I think Big Brother is going to be enough to deter them from continuing on, but Kyung9 says, not just yet. Let's continue on. No. Vesakha backing off.
Yeah, beautiful use of the Nurture there, right? Obviously, we saw that Raven had a glimmer of hope. He was like, I've got Flash, guys, don't worry. And he was just like, oh yeah, they got Celestial Melody. He gets to go back in on me and claim the kill. And then that only became a toppling effect, a bit of a domino effect here for the side of Nongshim RedForce. They got Raven, they got Bal, they got the Tyrant, they got the mid lane T1.
Yeah, what's better than 1 Skyfall, 2 Skyfalls, right? Let's get on top of you. And Raven, understanding that, hey, he is their win condition as well. He's being focused. That's got to be a little frustrating.
Oh, very frustrating. Considering they were kind of like neck and neck literally moments ago, but it just goes back to the point where he was literally covering 10 minutes, something happens.
Yeah, definitely something happens. Junyoung eating a flaming palm for his troubles. They're just walking in. He needs to be a bit careful. Doesn't want to pop the unending sorrow, but the top T2 is going to be taken away.
I mean, those flaming palms must be a masarab, right? I mean, they got to be tasty to take so many of those to the face. And he's getting to the point of the game. We saw the Starbreaker come through here for Siri. He's going to be doing a lot of damage.
Yeah, it's going to be doing a lot of damage. And that's the scary part. I mean, Raven has died twice, so he's been off the map. He's not been able to farm as efficiently as Siri, who's literally just been farming almost this entire game.
he's literally had a free game. Like, guys, don't worry about me. I'm getting the bank. We just need to get online. I mean, you can see there, he's still only 300 gold ahead of Raven, but it's clearly showing that the burst damage from this Lung is a little bit too much heat to handle for the side of Vesakha Esports.
Yeah, there's just so many mouths to feed. Haku has been taking a lot of the farm as well. He's going to be all the way in the heart of the enemy team. Skyfall right onto Raven. It is a focused attack, but it looks like Siri's already been killed, but he finds Raven. Haku fighting 1 versus 3 at this point. He is not scared. He needs to be a bit careful. He's taking a lot of damage. He has the shields. He goes right back in. Kyung9 tries to go for Gen Myth. He wants to go for this one, and Haku continuing on. Ball has to flash away. Junyoung flashes as well, and Nongshim finding it, and they take down Ball, but Nev is looking to be killed as well, and they do end up finding it. Nongshim sticking around.
I mean, Nev held on for a little bit there, right? He was just making sure those squishier heroes onto the side of Vesakha Esports were able to get back to base and maybe get a bit of a good defense here, but it's going to be the aggression of Kyung9 keep ushering through these minions.
Yeah, is there a better hero for Haku on the Nizza? I think it's like his perfect playstyle. Like, he's just always aggressive, fighting in the backline 1 versus 4 for eventually the team to kind of go in, but Haku getting shut down. Raven gets the revenge kill.
He gets the revenge kill. I mean, what's good about a kill is getting the revenge for your team here. I mean, Nev getting up in around about 5 seconds as well means that the jungler back online, potentially here, to kind of just get rid of this bleeding, right? The bleeding onto the side of Vesakha Esports into that top side of the map is a bit of an issue here.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a bit of an issue, but the Overlord being picked up by Faye. This is without Haku. That was very risky. That could have been stolen away, but they want to flirt with danger, and they will take that.
Just like we say in the UK, you got to risk it for a chocolate biscuit. And Faye did that, right? He got the treat, he got the wave breaker last hit, and was able to claim the rewards, which is now kind of furthered Nongshim's efforts here in that gold lead to around about 2k, and they're able to kind of apply more pressure to even one of these side lanes, because obviously top side of the map, it's just completely a mountain.
Yeah, but I don't want to risk everything for a biscuit. I mean,
depends on what situation you're in, right?
Fine, it makes sense. Maybe you're hungry, I get it, but they're going to take that one. I mean, they're going to walk away, so I guess more power to them for taking that risk and coming out successful.
I mean, you clearly not like, you've not had a McVitie's chocolate biscuit, right? Because I mean, anybody would risk it for a McVitie's chocolate biscuit.
Okay. Well, let me know when you can pass me one, and I will take it and see if it is worth the risk at that point.
Can we get some biscuits around here?
Let's try that one out. But Nongshim, on the other hand, look it. They're sticking around. The Tyrant is going to be the next big piece here.
Yeah, Tyrant. I mean, if Vesakha can kind of try and contest this one and steal this one away, it could definitely bring them back into this game. Obviously, they have still got to put a lot of avoidance and attention to that top side of the map, but getting this Shadow Tyrant really could put a spin back into their way.
But look at how Nev is actually going to the top lane. The Shadow Vanguards are there. They need to deal with that. But, you know, again, Nongshim don't know that as of yet. They just see that Nev is off the map, and they don't want to risk anything at the moment.
Yeah, there's no one kind of like diving on Nev. Obviously, we're getting that pocket wall thanks to the producers. They're kind of trying to create some ambiance here. But you see that Nongshim RedForce is going to go for this Tyrant. They don't want to allow Vesakha to get that one.
Yeah, taking that one out, growing the lead to 2K, but Kyung9 finding Ball. He Storm Strikes onto this one. He does the damage, but they don't have really too much catch. The rest of Vesakha are there. Everyone is going to just chill out, brothers.
That's it. A lot of the teams you've been noticing within KIC today as well is like, we used to see them overcommit, and then they would blunder all their opportunities and hopes for that game. Kyung9 able to steal away that Azure Golem was beautiful there. Obviously having to use the ultimate, but hey, stealing that away from Nev is huge.
Yeah, actually that's the biggest thing. The biggest takeaway over the time of the global release of Honor of Kings is that the teams have leveled up. The disparity between them is actually getting quite small.
Very small, especially like between regions as well, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like, there used to be a clear winner, but now it's sort of what we've seen today. Yes, obviously, homeboys, KIC2025 Esports, they were very dominant, but the rest of the teams, that's kind of like the neck and neck.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of what you expect. I mean, Sagi, even from the MKL, he's a bully too, right?
Yeah, he is a bully. He's a biased bully, unfortunately, but we still love him, bless him. But no, it's all about this game right now. I mean, 16 minutes coming into this one. It's getting around about the average game time we've been seeing for today.
It's getting close. I mean, we might even hit a Tempest Dragon at this point. It doesn't seem like they might get there because, like, Nongshim are not really putting the pressure on. They're giving a lot of space to Vesakha, which opens up a lot of doors. This net worth lead is really not so sizable that they can't come back from.
Exactly. They're not upping the ante enough, right? Like, they're just kind of like, hey, the pressure we're applying is working all this time. Why put it on even further? Because this means that there's a higher risk of them falling down. And if you look at, obviously, the kills, it's a very low kill game. 9 kills overall. Majority of them going over to Haku. So, to me, it seems like Nongshim are only going into these team fights when Haku is ready to take them.
Yeah, and it's smart. I mean, Haku is still your win condition. Look at that lead that he's got, about 3K. He's just doing a great job of just ensuring that he's got the farm. Once he hits that critical mass, he's going to be even more on point. So Vesakha, understanding that timer, yes, the Tempest Dragon is around the corner, but are they even going to be able to see it?
Exactly. I mean, they might be able to, right? I mean, it's around about, what, 2 minutes and 40 seconds? Can Vesakha Esports able to keep the Nongshim RedForce, the greatest red, away from their crystal within those 2 minutes is pretty much up to themselves, right? Obviously, there is a big minion wave down to the bot side of the map that's actually chunking away a little bit of that health of that higher ground turret, but it's the fact that it's only a 2K gold lead at this point for Nongshim means that it could still be flipped on its head. Yeah,
and look at how Ball is making the entire rotation. He's looking for the flank. He's going to go for a rear attack. They need to be careful. Nongshim do not expect this whatsoever. Ball has just been spotted out. Now Kyung9 finding him, realizing that something is astray. And Ball, Formless is back to safety. Vesakha, but Siri getting a little bit aggressive. Almost gets the pick up on it, Gen Min. He pops on his dragon to get back to safety, but now Vesakha limping away, and they're going to continue to just defend against these Vanguards.
Yeah, Ball went from playing hide and seek to playing catch me if you can, getting back into that base, but Kyung9.
Oh, they find the... But Jun Young with that unending sorrow shaking most of it off. Ball still up in front though, and now they find him. They actually get the catch. Kyung9 needs to be a bit careful. He got a little bit caught out, but now with the Heaven and Earth bow, Nev is trying to go in on this one, but he's not going to find much.
Not going to find much, but it's enough to push Nongshim away for now, right? Obviously, minion waves are neutrally going to be crashing in. Obviously, they have the super minions top side of the map here, so Nongshim are always going to have to kind of have help with that one. But for now, they might be able to go and get that Crimson Golem, or even contest this Tyrant.
Yeah, Junyoung with that vision, though. They spot this one. Nev is there. The Hound is potentially about to go if they want to go for this one. The Tyrant, Haku gets the smite, the Annihilation right on top just in case. Raven is a little bit low. Haku looking to go for this one, but Genmint has already been killed. This Aegis Sanctuary onto Raven. He actually leaps away. Junyoung, no, might not be able to get away. And Siri does get the pick off, and Lelution, look at how he's continuing on. Haku is not scared. He's going to continue to chase all the way down. He trades his life away, but it looks like Nongshim with a 4-for-1 trade.
Bully was Haku in that whole fight. Yes, he died, but 4-for-1 trade as the crystal is laid bare in game number 1.
Yeah, it looks like Nongshim have this if they just go for the crystal, but Ball just trying to stay alive with this one, trying to go for this one, and it looks like game 1 will be going the way of Nongshim.
Nongshim with a, I mean, it wasn't like run away with the fairies, right? Like, it wasn't as if like Nongshim was absolutely so demonstrable.